Very quickly, before we get into today's video, I would like to remind everyone of a little something called Quarterly. I spoke about this on a previous video regarding the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One because I will be picking one lucky Quarterly subscriber to actually win one of those consoles in conjunction with the Quarterly package I'll be sending out to every single subscriber. If you're unfamiliar, go back and watch the original video. I'll put a link in the description. But the reason for this update is because the deadline is fast approaching. I believe it's happening on the 11th. You can ask me for sure on Twitter. I'm at Unbox Therapy, but you have to subscribe very soon. There are a limited number of spots that are left. To break it down very simply, it's a box I send to you with some of my selections in it, a little personalized letter and some other things. So you basically are subscribing to products from me. And on top of that, like I said, one lucky person is also going to win a gaming console. Trust me, it's a good value. I already know what's going to be in this particular package. It's taken a little while. I apologize for that. But this is our first one, so we just really wanted to get it right. So if you're already a subscriber, the package is coming soon. If you're not a subscriber yet, a limited number of spots still available. A link down in the description. Don't miss out. Let's get into today's video.
What's up guys, Lou here, and today we're going to take a closer look at the Audioengine A5+, my brand new speakers for my simplified setup. As you can tell, the box is kind of large. It hardly fits into the frame right here, but I picked these speakers for a couple of different reasons, one of which is the fact that they're powered. They don't require a separate amplifier, and I am going for a very minimalistic setup in my new sort of home office space behind me, which I will be showing you guys shortly. I'm also going to connect my brand new turntable. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump inside the box. I'm going to switch to camera B to give you guys a better perspective because we're a little bit cramped in here. So let's jump to that camera and get moving on this. So from the top of the box, you can see some of the specifications over here on the left-hand side. You can see you've got two speakers. One of them is powered. I don't know why they list it like that. Anyways, the amp is in the left speaker, which then powers the right speaker. I guess that's the accurate way of saying it. So they aren't both powered. One is, which then powers the other. There's a remote control, speaker wire, detachable power cord, mini jack audio cable, which is 2 meters, RCA audio cable, which is also 2 meters, a microfiber speaker bag, microfiber cable bag, setup guide, and a product brochure. So let's go ahead and open this up. A lot of people ask about my knife. That's something that I've been getting a ton of questions about. I will try and find it and link it down in the description, though I'm not sure if they make it anymore. If it's still available, I'll try my best to find it, but it is a very cool knife. And I've actually got a couple of other cool knives on order, so if you guys are interested in seeing some of my knife collection, then leave a thumbs up down below. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about my brand new speakers, which I am super excited for. I've been dealing with headphones for a long time, and a lot of people sort of agree that mixing on headphones is okay, but there can be, after a certain amount of time, there can be some fatigue that occurs when using headphones. And sometimes you can get a more accurate mix, and you can also A/B test to figure out how things are gonna sound when you're mixing them, not just on headphones, but also on a set of speakers. And you know, that's sort of one of the rules of mixing. Anyways, power cable inside, of course, kind of important. A little microfiber bag over here, which is the first one to open up. This feels like more cables. Okay, so we have standard RCA cable for analog audio, a standard mini jack cable, nice and long one as well. So this is gonna go from your portable media player, computer, laptop, etc., into the speakers directly. As I said, remember they are powered. And then we have some speaker wire, which I assume is to connect speaker B to speaker A. It's nice that they come in a little organizational bag. All right, let's pull out some of this foam here. This is probably gonna be pretty heavy. Whoa, so here they are. You're gonna get a few woes in this unboxing as well, guys. Now that I've started doing them live, you're getting a lot more of my reaction in there, which didn't really carry over to the voiceover after the fact, because there is excitement whenever you get anything new, although I'm sure you guys are aware of that. Okay, so I decided to go with the white ones, as you may or may not be able to tell. Let me just pull this out real quick. I'm just gonna put this to the side for a moment, get the other items out of the box first. This is the user manual and guide, as well as the little tiny remote, which I'll pull out. Okay. Might as well open this right now. So it's a little, you know, portable remote. There's a little nighttime button. I don't know what that's for. Maybe it's backlit. We'll have to wait and see. It's soft touch plastic, convenient volume, mute, straightforward stuff. And then the other speaker. All right, let's get this box out of the way before we continue. Did I forget something? A giant bag of silica gel. Do not eat, throw away. You heard it here first. Okay, so speaker time. So they come in these really cool microfiber bags. Pull this out. And I got the glossy white finish, which again, I'm just trying to have a minimalist setup. And so the idea here is to have them not really take up as much visual space as a big giant set of black speakers. Since my walls are white in my setup over there, they'll kind of just blend into the background and you'll just see the central portions. These are really nice, actually. Heavy too. It's a nice cabinet. And then on the back, you can see you have your connection points here. These are for the speaker cable, as I mentioned earlier, from speaker A to speaker B. The next speaker is the more interesting one because it has all of your connections on it. Let's go ahead and open this one up. Once again, a really nice microfiber bag. And this one, I can feel the amp on the back already. Okay. And a piece of tape. I noticed also they have mounting points on the bottom if you want to mount them. So if you have, I guess, speaker stands, or maybe you have, I don't know, it looks like almost like a tripod screen. You could probably mount these on a tripod if you really wanted to, though I'm not sure why you would. Okay, so there's speaker number 2. Right away, you'll notice a difference. On the front, there are what look like 2 lights, as well as a volume knob. And then the interesting part is on the back, where you will find all of your connection points. So we have an input for a mini jack connector. That's this cable here. So that'll go from, you know, your portable media player or your laptop that uses mini jack straight into here. Again, no amplifier needed in between. USB power, which is cool. So if you're using, you know, an iPod or something that you want to leave connected and powered all the time, you can plug it into there. Or maybe you just want to charge and play at the same time from your phone, tablet, etc. We have our input for RCAs, right and left. There's an output as well. You can send the source to somewhere else. That's pretty cool. Okay, and then the speaker connections on this speaker here, which will send out to the right speaker. So left speaker to right speaker, because the amp, as you can tell, is built in to this one. Power switch, a voltage selector, and then your power connector for the power cable. I like the fact that they built the power brick into the actual unit instead of having it outboard, which is a little bit of an annoyance sometimes. So, all right, let me get these flipped back over. This one actually sits a little bit flatter so you can see the front a little better. But you've got a Kevlar woofer here. I don't know how big that is. I think it's 5 inches, hence the name 5, I believe so. I've heard these before, or at least I heard the previous generation, and they were really, really impressive with a fair amount of low end, which is something that I look for. I listen to a lot of bass heavy music, but also you can add a subwoofer at a later date if you want even more bass. The subwoofer comes in white and black as well, and will obviously improve the amount of low end, which would also sort of help these in a multimedia environment if you wanted to hook them up to your TV or something like that. All right, guys, so that wraps up the unboxing portion of this video. The next step is, of course, to get them connected to some audio sources and test them out. Since my setup is not 100% ready and I still have to do an unboxing video for the record player that I purchased. It's a Project Audio record player, which I'm really excited for as well. I guess the sound test will be upcoming very shortly. I apologize for not fitting it into this video right here, but I really have nothing set up right now. So stay tuned for the vinyl LP player unboxing, which is coming up shortly. And then of course, my updated mini little minimalistic setup tour which is going to happen in the space right behind me. A lot of people have already seen a preview of it by checking me out on Instagram. If you aren't following me there, it's a great way to see what I'm working on when I'm not making videos, or the stuff in between videos, I guess. I will link my Instagram down in the description, but my name is Unbox Therapy. And as you can see in my Instagram photos of my setup, the whole goal here is to build a setup that is minimal, that there are only items there that I absolutely need and want, because I've had some very cluttered setups in the past and they just get complicated and convoluted, and there's too many ways of achieving the same thing. So I'm looking for items to add to it that will have that minimalistic appeal, and it'll be easy to keep it tidy and just to keep a clear frame of mind while working there, because a lot of these setups can get crazy and intense, and 200 monitors. Okay, that's a bit extreme, but you know, you can get crazy with it and never stop and ask, hey, is this really becoming more productive for me, or am I just adding stuff for the sake of it? So the goal of this setup is complete minimalism, and I can't wait to show you guys as soon as I get these hooked up, as well as a sound test on these. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. If you guys enjoyed this content, then please make sure to leave a thumbs up down below, and I will catch you very shortly on the next episode. Thanks, guys.